What's going on, people? This is Benji from the band called Skindred. You're watching the Kerrang podcast. Keep rocking, keep listening, keep it loud. Kerrang!
So, Benji of Skindred, you're joining us today on the Kerrang podcast. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, thanks very much.
Excellent. So, you've completed work on Union Black. Could you tell us a little bit about the making of the new album?
Do you know what? We recorded it in a month, and it took us about 5 weeks to write. We've really stretched ourselves on this record. I mean, we've gone for, like, you know, taking the elements of Skindred, what people know, the whole like rock and the reggae thing, and like using a lot more urban sounds and a lot more dancey kind of stuff as well. But it's heavy as hell. I mean, everybody who've heard it have been like, oh my god, this is the most heavy stuff you've done, but the most dancey stuff at the same time. Because people who come to our shows, they know they're going to dance, they know they're going to rock. So you know.
Yeah. But when did writing for this album start?
When did we go in? I think we finished festival season, and we went in with this producer called James Lockery, who's done like Page and Plant, My Vitriol, and he's done Dizzy Rascal. He's done Cheryl Cole's record as well, and Dizzy Rascal's record. And we went in with him to test him out to see if he was any good, see if he can, you know, brush up to our standards. And he just blew us away. He's a really like thoughtful producer, and he's British as well, because all the other records we've recorded have been in sunny Florida or sunny Los Angeles. And it was good to be in London in Britannia Row, you know, doing it. And James just really pushed the band, and he had us all working together as a team. It was great, you know, real good fun. Took us like in all to write everything about 12 weeks. It actually is not finished yet. It's just gone to Australia now to be mixed by a guy called Rick Will, who's done like there's an Australian band called Green Spoon, and he's done the first few albums of Incubus as well, and he'd done, you know, the first few Skindred albums as well. So excellent. Yeah, so Rick's really cool.
With the producer James, do you think that his very varied background in producing different styles really helped mix, work together with, you know, Skindred's variety of different genres?
Well, I say it's like us being such an eclectic band and drawing on a lot, you know, amalgamating a lot of different sounds. He was excited because he's done, like I said, bands like from Page and Plant to So Solid Crew and everything in between, you know. So it was good because Dan, our bass player, wanted the band to like sort of go in a more of a, you know, that sort of like the heavier dance kind of thing, and he's the master of that, you know. And plus he kicked me up the ass when it came to the songwriting as well. He sent me away a few days and said, this is not good enough, you know. Pissed me off, really. What are you going to do, like, you know?
I mean, how does it feel when, you know, because obviously the band's one of the most precious things to you, and someone suggests it could be better when you've already put in your heart and soul. Does that fire you up? I'm a pussy, I tell you. So if I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's great, what are you on about? Like, you know, but I always sulk like a baby, then go away and go, okay, let's see how I can make this better. Yeah. And, you know, even though I pretend they're wrong, I know they're right, you know, I'm just lazy, that's all. But he did a great job with the lyrics and the melodies, and I had to give him a quick course in reggaeology as well, you know, doing all the Jamaican patois stuff as well, because he didn't know where the hell he was, you know what I mean? He quickly got on and, you know, and caught on to everything, and we just pressed on forward. It was great. Yeah. For the Kerrang viewers, what 3 reggae artists would you recommend if they've heard influences on Skindred and want to,
British artist, I'd go for Maxi Priest. Oh, yeah. He had a hit in the charts with Close to You, which was like, it wasn't his best work, but Maxi Priest is phenomenal. I think he's a great British artist as reggae. Jamaican, I'd definitely go for Barrington Levy. I actually called my first son after him. That's how much I was inspired by that cat. Cool. And I think, I don't know, I mean, obviously I wish he wasn't amazing, but listening to Bob Marley, I think Bob Marley is actually like, he is the king of reggae, and I don't think anyone will ever top him. And the reason why I say he's the king of reggae is because his music crosses over, and it keeps crossing over. You know, it's just, he had it right. You know, he was the Elvis Presley and the Michael Jackson of reggae music, and I don't think there'll ever be another one. So Barrington Levy, Maxi Priest, and Bob Marley.
Brilliant. Yeah. In this current issue of Kerrang, this picture of you and Jacoby from Papa Roach, when he came to the studio to lend vocals to a track called Warning. Could you tell us about the track and how the collaboration came about?
Well, it's really funny because, I mean, Jacoby's been a mate of mine for years. Like, you know, I've met his family, met my family. You know, we hung around for years. Actually, for the last 8 years, I've been on the road on and off in different times, and he's always stayed on our bus. I've stayed on their bus, and we just really got a real like vibe anyway. I mean, I respect him as a frontman. I love watching him perform, and he feels the same way about me. We wrote this song Warning. We wanted someone to feature on the record. And I wanted Corey Taylor because I'm just a huge fan of Corey Taylor's, and you know, it didn't happen through one reason or the other. And then we have this song called Warning, and I had all the lyrics in place and it was really cool, but there was one point in the song where it was just going to be blank if I didn't get somebody. So I just said to the guys, look, I'm going to send this to Jacoby and see what he comes back with. And I sent it to him and he said, I'm flying into England in a couple of days. I want to do this. Let's get in the studio and do it. And none of us knew what he was going to do. And he just come up with this point in the song, and it just floored us all. It was amazing, like, you know. So we were really excited about that, you know.
Brilliant.
Yeah, he's such a cool dude as well, you know.
You'll be hitting the road soon with Rob Zombie.
Yeah, scary Rob Zombie. Yeah, I got my horns. I'll be out there. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I mean, there's a lot of bands, you know, a lot of bands. I mean, especially when a band like you know, like the whole White Zombie thing, they're the first sort of electronic metal band. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I know he's come on that with the movies and stuff like that, but we're highly honoured to be on the same bill as them and to be opening up, or what should I say, main support. And actually, I think this is one of the first time that Skindred are main support. So, you know, at Brixton Academy and like some of the larger venues around the UK. So we're excited about that.
Will you be debuting any of the?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm definitely. I think we're actually going to get someone else to sort of come on stage with us and play some of the samples and trigger some of the electronics. So it's going to be definitely a different show for Skindred fans. So I'm excited about that.
Well, Benji, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Have a great time on the Rob Zombie tour, and we'll look forward to hearing the new album. Thanks a lot.
Rock
Cheers.
on.
Correct.